Hello, good day everyone. I'm the first speaker for this video sharing section. So in this video sharing section, I and my group mates are going to share our finding of research regarding the topic of the initiative to keep the ocean garbage free from the perspective of MARPOL. MARPOL stands for the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships. It is an essential global treaty established by the International Maritime Organization (IMO) with the purpose of preventing and reducing pollution of the marine environment by ships. It is to regulate the ship's operation and avoid accidental causes of pollution to the marine environment. In the next section of the video sharing, I'm going to share my findings of research through PowerPoint slide. According to IMO, MARPOL consists of 6 technical annexes, which are Annex 1, Regulation for the Prevention of Pollution by Oil, Annex 2, Regulation for the Control of Pollution by Noxious Liquid Substances in Bulk, Annex 3, Prevention of Pollution by Harmful Substances Carried by Sea in Platform, Annex 4, Prevention of Pollution by Sewage from Ship, Annex 5, Prevention of Pollution by Garbage from Ship, and Annex 6, Prevention of Air Pollution from Ships. Annex 5 mentions the way to dispose of different categories of garbage where strictly prohibited to dispose of any kind of plastic into the sea. It includes e-waste, cargo waste, food waste, plastic, and others. According to the statistical data from UNESCO, 80% of marine pollution comes from plastic waste, and around 8 to 10 million metric tons of plastic cause pollution to marine and harm marine wildlife every year. It is a horrible statistic that sends a warning to the entire world that if we continue to dispose of garbage into the sea and cause harm to marine, it will cause the climate crisis to come even faster. So, MARPOL should bear the responsibility for protecting and minimizing the pollution of marine and keeping the ocean garbage free. There are around 90% of international trade is shipped by sea transport, which also means that the more ships sail on the sea, there will be more disposal of garbage to the sea. MARPOL need to have a proper and detailed garbage management plan which specifies the procedure for handling and disposing of the garbage, and also need to provide the facilities in the selected place for ship operator to dispose of their garbage created during sailing. The different categories of garbage, especially plastic waste, will cause indelible impacts on marine as plastic need 500 to 1000 years to corrupt, whereas it also cannot fully corrupt. MARPOL can be the authority that requires those ship operators to enforce garbage cleaning or pay to those garbage disposal company to help them in cleaning the garbage on board the ship and during or after sailing. MARPOL can also utilize its reputation globally and attract investment or funding support in helping to clean up marine pollution. It needs collaboration from authorities or government worldwide to ensure the global ocean can be protected and to minimize the pollution level and environmental problems caused by ships. By doing so, it can help to reduce the pollution effects on the global economy, as research shows that the cost of cleaning the garbage in the sea is approximately USD 6 to 19 billion every year. According to research, ship crews have limited knowledge and information regarding the marine environment, which causes them to dispose of the garbage into the sea. MARPOL can also add the necessary courses of training on garbage disposal and conduct education and awareness campaign globally in order to educate ship operators. To sum up, MARPOL should impose heavy penalties on those non-compliant ships and enhance the rules and regulation in marine operation to protect marine environment and for all human benefit. If humans continue to destroy the ocean and MARPOL does not take strong measures, then over time, the ocean will become what it looks like in the picture or even worse. So MARPOL should do something and stop that before things get worse.
Hi everyone, good day. I'm the second speaker of this video sharing session. In this video sharing session, I'm going to share the advantages and disadvantages of MARPOL. There are some pros and cons of MARPOL. For the main advantage of MARPOL is to protect the marine environment by preventing the pollution from ships. For instance, MARPOL can reduce the risk of environmental disasters such as oil spill, which can have devastating effect on the marine ecosystem and coastal communities. It also can help to mitigate climate change by reducing the greenhouse gas emission from the shipping industry. While the main disadvantage of MARPOL is higher cost of compliance, since comply with the regulation requires expensive equipment which may increase operating costs. Consequently, it costs a higher shipping cost which affect consumer. In the next session of the video sharing, I'm going to share my finding of research through PowerPoint slide. First of all is the advantage of MARPOL.
The first advantage is it assists IMO to reduce the garbage to marine environment, as there are many pollutants will produce dangerous toxins which cause harm to marine animals such as plastic, food waste, and cooking oil. So IMO established MARPOL to prevent garbage discharge from ships in order to protect the marine environment under specific regulation Annex 5. For instance, the ship will be detained if the ship owner does not obey the rules and regulations set by MARPOL. As a result, most of the ship owner will follow MARPOL regulation to avoid penalty, which lead to decreasing of garbage in marine environment. The second advantage is public health will be improved. As an illustration, plastic is one of the most dangerous garbage that is possible for marine animals like fish and turtles to consume it. However, while people consume seafood that has been polluted by garbage, their health will also be affected. Therefore, MARPOL acts as a vital regulation to manage and reduce the garbage discharge from ships. In such, with the aid of MARPOL regulation, there will be less or no marine animal that accidentally ate garbage, which resulted in a healthier marine environment and also improved the public health. There are also some disadvantages of MARPOL, which are the regulation of MARPOL lead to an increase in amount of garbage ashore. Since Annex 5 stated that ship's garbage is not allowed to be discharged at sea and must be disposed ashore. For instance, MARPOL had caused Unalaska garbage generation rate jump to 540% higher than the national norm. This is because coastal community of Unalaska possess large fleets of fishing vessels, seafood processing plant, and related support industry. Therefore, the regulation of MARPOL will cause garbage ashore keep increasing, which affect the coastal communities. The second disadvantage of MARPOL is the higher cost of compliance. In order to comply with the regulations set by MARPOL, there are specific equipment required to handle garbage, such as tire engine and oil separator. Some of the countries are reluctant to bear the cost since it is expensive. If they purchase equipment that required by MARPOL, the amount of their leftover might be affected. As a result, it caused some of the ship owners unwilling to obey the regulation and unwilling to pay it due to the higher cost of compliance.
Hello everyone, good day. I'm the third speaker for this video sharing sections. In this video sharing sections, I'm going to share the areas of improvement of MARPOL. Improving something can help innovate and develop new solutions to old problems. By exploring new approaches, organizations can create new opportunities for growth and success. However, the rise in garbage floating in the ocean is a problem that has to be addressed as it may increase expenses and complicate waste disposal in affected areas. So, in the next sections of the video sharing, I'm going to share my findings of research through PowerPoint slide. And the next will be areas of improvement of MARPOL. According to a report, 75% oil discharge from ships is come from operational discharges, while 25% come from accidental spill. With limited exclusions, MARPOL's Annex 5 places restrictions on the disposal of garbage at sea and expressly bans the disposal of plastic and other synthetic materials such as rope, fishing nets, and disposable plastic bags. Most importantly, Annex 5 covers all watercraft, even small boats used for enjoyment. However, at least a few vessels operating in Australian waters did not comply with MARPOL rules on plastic disposal. According to this situation, International Maritime Organization, which is IMO, should strengthen enforcement measures to detect and prevent unlawful garbage emissions at sea. IMO can encourage and develop the use of cutting-edge monitoring equipment, including satellite surveillance. And the second issue will be some ports' lack of standardized port reception facilities. The lack of standardized port reception facilities will result in ships choosing to dump their waste at sea due to uncertainty about the availability, functionality, and cost of waste reception facilities. MARPOL has a set of international regulations that require ports to have facilities to receive and handle ships' waste. However, some ports may not want to spend a lot of money on these facilities because they want to attract ships and be seen as cost-effective. This has created a problem where some ports may not have adequate facilities, which can lead to ships illegally dumping waste at sea instead of proper disposing of it at the port. While the MO guideline may not be enforceable, however, MO could review and revise the guideline to make them more specific, measurable, and enforceable. This could involve defining clear standards for waste reception facilities, establishing monitoring mechanisms, and creating penalties for non-compliance. Also, imposing legal obligations on member states can be effective in ensuring compliance with guidelines. The MO could explore the possibility of developing a treaty that establishes clear standards for waste reception facilities and imposes legal obligations on member states to comply with this standard.
Hi everyone, I'm your fourth speaker for this video sharing session, and for my part I'll be talking about the suggestion for sustainability to get a garbage-free ocean in the point of view of MARPOL. So sustainability is described as the ability for an individual to look for their own needs without having to sacrifice the ability for the next generation to do so themselves. So a community will work towards a goal that is set by themselves, which is either to tackle the problem of social justice, environmentalism, and more. So for the next few slides that I'm going to share, I'm going to talk in depth regarding the suggestions for sustainability for our topic. First suggestion would be impose stricter law and enforcement. Next would be increased awareness of the public. Third would be collaboration with other organizations. And the last would be to use modern technology. One suggestion to better the concept of garbage-free ocean would be to impose stricter law and enforcement. Though currently there are enforcement and laws to dispose garbage appropriately and to maintain the cleanliness of the sea, but it might not be sufficient for most individual or organization to follow. MARPOL should enforce the regulation and enforcement by increasing the amount of fine imposed onto those who do not properly follow the correct way of disposing garbage at the sea. Next, another suggestion to improve the sustainability of ocean would be to intensify the understanding regarding the importance of keeping our ocean clean and safe. MARPOL can educate and show the importance of reducing the pollution of the ocean and how we should properly dispose garbage. The target audience should mainly be to inform the passengers and also the crew of the ship, then to the public's attention. Furthermore, the third suggestion MARPOL could take to better sustainability of the ocean would be to have collaboration with other organizations to work together in solving the issues together. As a wise man once says, 2 or more is better than 1. The MARPOL can work with other groups and interest parties to promote eco-friendly habits like recycling and limiting single-use plastics, and to further advance international agreement and regulation that support sustainability practice in the maritime industry. MARPOL can collaborate with governments and other international organizations such as the United Nations to initiate the lessen plastic waste and marine litter, and to support environmentally friendly shipping method and enhance waste management procedures. Last suggestion for the sustainability to maintain the clean ocean in the point of view of MARPOL would be to use the technology that are available to us as an advantage. MARPOL can encourage the application of cutting-edge technology to stop and lessen marine pollution. The amount of waste that needs to be disposed at sea or on land can be decreased, for instance, by using the waste-to-energy system on board ships to turn waste into energies. On-board waste management system that uses vacuum technology to reduce waste are among the most efficient options that might be supported to reduce waste in ocean. And additionally, MARPOL can provide funding for the study and creation of fresh technology that can lessen marine pollution. And this will be all from me. Thank you for listening.